Okay, this is an Adventure Fun challenge. Let's do a blind leaf count test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that slipped. Okay, 1, 2.
Welcome to Adventure Fun.
Hey guys, now we got the new Groot, the Marvel Super Goo Jitsu, Groot Jitsu. And it's going to be exciting to open him up, and you can see that he's a tree. For those of you who don't know who Groot is, he's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he just introduced back in the late 60s, where he just went around and says, I am Groot, start smashing and want to destroy people. Now he's a good Groot. And good Groot, we're going to find out what's inside of him. And you can see at the front here that, well, he's got a green top. I mean, hey, he's going to some sort of new wave party. He just sprayed his hair. And then he's got his green knuckles. You can see he's the Groot hero pack, and then you can see him being squeezed. He's got, it looks like leaves inside of him. And you can see he's super goopy. And then the goo feeling, yeah, a little bit more definition there. It looks like leaves. So how is that his goo power? Is he like a leaf blower? And he just shoots a bunch of leaves at you. And then you can say, hey, leave me alone. Good groovy. I don't know what his Groot power is going to come out to be, but hey, he's got it and he's powerful. I mean, you know, just like Lord of the Rings. It's the ants, well, those big trees. I mean, that's where he comes from, you know, maybe he came from Lord of the Rings. He's an ant. And let's go ahead and turn it over at the back. And then look, you know what's different on the back here? I mean, you got a lot of superheroes that you can collect here. In fact, the original 4 that came out. So remember these guys, when they came out, the first 4 here, we had Captain America, the Hulk, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. And if you look at the back, if you recall, if you watched my video on that when we first introduced these to you guys, is that they only have 4 that are available. But you can see that there's, hey, mystery figures. Which one's coming out? At least one of them. Oh, that's Groot. So who are the other 2? And you see the other guy, he had the bald head. I thought that was going to be Thanos, but that was Venom. And the other one is Black Panther. There's the back of that, but compared to the back of this one. And so now you can see, hey, there's Black Panther, and there's Venom, and there's the other 4. So cool. We're on our way to the ultimate collection of Marvel Super Goo Jitsus. And then guys, let's not forget that we have the Super Goo, Spider-Man, put him right here. And then we got Super Gooed, the Hulk. He's the large one. And look, what if they Super Gooed all of them? I mean, hey, the next one probably be Iron Man, then Captain America, or there might be another Super Goo that's coming out before these guys do. And I think I have a hunch. If this was a Scooby-Doo mystery show, I'd say, hey, let's don't have a hunch, let's go to lunch. Like Shaggy would say, like, let's do it, Scoob. And then as far as the description for Groot, it's not really a description here. It's just saying discover the new way to play with your favorite Marvel characters, each with a unique goo feeling. Now they can squish, crunch, and stretch in a way you have never seen before. Okay, so now with Groot, you got a total of 7 to collect. And just a little bit of warning down below. Don't heat or microwave, or don't bite or pierce. Don't leave in direct sunlight. You know, just keep track of things, guys. Because if this breaks open, I mean, he's gonna Groot all over the place. And that wouldn't be fun. And then important, excessive stretching or abrasion may damage the toy. Discard a broken or ruptured character immediately, and then be sure to wash your hands if you get it on you. And then maximum stretch is up 3 times its length, you know, 20 inches or 50 centimeters. Excessive stretching may damage the character. Cool, let's go ahead and open them up. Now for me, you know, because I'm a collector, I'm not gonna take it where you see this little notch here where you can put your finger above and below it and just tear to rip it open. But instead, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bottom out and pull them right out. And then that way, when I'm done with them, I can put them back in the plastic and push them right back into the container. And it looks just as good as new, or keep them that way. So I got my knife, and hey, maybe for Groot, I ought to get a hatchet. Hey, you don't want to cut down a tree. Maybe his mom told him, hey, eat your greens or you'll become firewood someday. So let's go ahead and open them up here. All right, there we go. See, look at that. I still have my bag, still looks nice. And then I can just go ahead and, you know, when I'm done, put him back in the container, slide him back in. But hey, while he's out, look at that. He's got his light green top mop. Let's go ahead and open him up. Oh, yeah. Now, this is Groot V. I like Groot. Oh, man, he feels good. Feel that, camera mom. He feels good. We gotta let everybody else see here. He just feels good. Oh my gosh, the texture, it's unlike any of the other Goo Jitsus that I've ever felt. And it's not actually squeezing them to feeling what's inside, it's the outside. You see the ripples? He's got muscle. Or it's just part of the wood, you know. It feels super cool. I like that a lot. Oh my gosh. He's pretty little compared to the other Goo Jitsus. I mean, he's just a tiny little Groot. He started off as a root and grew into a Groot. Well, look at his eyes, and he looks kind of like, If I gotta fight the battle, if I gotta fight for good, I'll do it. And his head, I don't know if it turns. It's a little bit tough. It does turn, but you know, if I keep doing that, the way it's rubbing on this, and I do that so many times, then it's just gonna break open. But yeah, it does turn for one of those, you know, once in a while paparazzi shots. It's like, hey. Okay, now for the ultimate stretching. Oh, wow, he does stretch. That's 3 times his size. Oh, you know what? And on the back of his head, proxy as Gade, whatever that is, it doesn't have his ingredients. I mean, here on the package, it just says contains goo filling. You know, on the back of all these heads, they'll say something, but you know, what is Gade proxy thing? Gibberflu. Let's go ahead and feel and find out what's actually makes it so hard inside. It looked like there's gonna be leaves in here, so let's try. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! That's cool. That is sweet. This is taking Goo Jitsu to a whole nother level because you know what? Usually it's bones or it's skulls or teeth, but you got actually something that's green inside of them. It's leaves, guys. You know what? They ought to have 2 of these so they can have the green leaves and then one for the fall. Yay! Our falling Groot. Timber! And then he's got the red, oranges, and yellows for fall. And when I squish on the leaf, let me grab a leaf. Because is it really a plastic leaf or is it just like one of those rubber gooey leaves? Yeah, it's like one of those little gummy leaves. Oh, no, yeah, the stem of the leaf, it's got little pointy things you can see, but that just looks like it's just something that they tore off of the manufacturing line. This, of all the Goo Jitsus, is becoming one of my favorites. It feels good. His skin, the way it's textured. And so with Groot, it's like first you have the skin, which feels kind of like cool in and of itself because it's ripply and stuff. And then you get a squishy, you got the goopy feeling, and then you got the little squishy leaves inside too. So look at this. I mean, the way it magnifies it makes it look like some of those leaves are huge. Hey, this is an Adventure Fun challenge. Let's do a blind leaf count test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that slipped. Okay, 1, 2. So guys, we thought we'd try the black light to see anything here, but you can't really see anything with the black light with the leaves. Nothing pops out. But if you look at his face, it looks like he's got the chicken pox, and his body looks more purple, not as brown. But I'm not sure how the camera's gonna pick it up. Yeah, you got these little dots on his face. He's freckled. He's freckled Groot. I mean, that was kind of cool. Sometimes it's fun to shine the black light on him to see what really pops out, but nothing too much here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so guys, you know, you may want to get your kids to take the Goo Jitsus to another level and use a black light and, you know, and playing with him in the dark. I mean, his mask is glowing. I mean, the camera usually doesn't pick these things up as well, the black light, but in person, you know, hey, you know, at those parties, you could totally have a super goo fight out here with the way that his, like for us, we can see his Spider-Man's mask just popping, just boisting. And then we can put him on Hulk. I mean, look at him. He's really turning green. Wow. I mean, you guys can have a lot of fun. Black lights can enhance it.
Please click on one of these videos for more adventure fun.